This is the brightest hotel room I think I've ever stayed in. I'm not. I'm just really tired. Alright, so pretty much everything that we're taking with us, we have right here. I haven't really packed it all because I still have, like 2 more days to live before we leave. So these are just small miscellaneous items that my family's gonna mail to me once we get to where we're going, wherever that is. You know, I started my kickboxing class like 2 months before Corona hit, and so pretty much the gym closed, so you know I bought all the gear and didn't use it. So that's just the stuff that I didn't really want to get rid of. This suitcase is photos and memory stuff, my first helmet, my gloves, and then all my tools and things like extra oil and things like that are going to my parents' house. And then we have one more box over here, and this is fall and winter stuff that I'm not carrying with me on my bike, but I'm gonna need because it's almost winter. Everything else is gone, so it's kind of nice. This carpet's gonna get sold today or tomorrow. So yeah, carpet and the couch. This is happening. We're doing it. So I just packed my bike. I'm gonna take it for a ride and do a little test run to see how well the luggage stays on. We bungeed it. We got our main bag. Our tent is kind of locked down here, and then we have our cover stuffed. The only thing that's not in here is my mattress, like my mattress pad thingy to sleep on. So I think I'm just gonna stick that in here in the bungees. But we'll see how well it stays. We're just gonna take a ride around the block, and I have my backpack on to kind of gauge the weight of that. And yeah, we'll see how it works. My gosh, I can't believe we're doing this on such a small bike. Okay, so I left about 8 p.m. tonight, and I ran into some serious rain. Some serious rain when I got to Denver. And me and my stubborn self, this is the first time I've ever ridden through rain ever. And you know, it started out as it wasn't that bad, and then it got real bad. But my stubborn ass self was just like, I'm only like 20 minutes away. So I just kind of pushed through it, and now I have to dry all of my clothes. They're all wet. And I was so cold coming into the hotel. I forgot to put my Under Armour on. That was my mistake. But as you can hear the fan, I have the hairdryer going in the bathroom, drying off my shoes because my shoes are soaked. Yeah. First day of this journey. Oh my gosh, I'm so tired. I'm gonna go to sleep now. So the events of today, we went from Denver to, we are now in, where are we? I forgot where we are. But anyway, so it was gonna happen. I didn't know when it was gonna happen, but it happened. I laid down my bike today. So I was going down the highway at 65 miles per hour. Well, I was coming up on the exit, and I saw that the exit was 25 miles per hour, right? There was only like 20 feet in between like where that sign was of like the speed limit of the exit and the turn, and the turn was one of those really tight like loop-de-loops. By the time I saw the sign, I was already on the curve, and I tried to slow down, and then I was like, well, I'm not gonna make that turn. So I just tuggered in, pulled in my clutch, pulled in my brake, hit both brakes, and I just kept the wheel straight and just went off the road. And I only came away with some light bruising, and I bit my lip, so you can see it's all swollen. It was an accident, but it wasn't like a really severe accident, mostly because I watched a lot of crash videos before going on this trip, and I was like, okay, I knew what to do in like panic mode. But the second thing that was really cool was there was a Honda, oh gosh, my brain, like tech service, oh my gosh, mechanic was right behind me, who saw the crash, came over. He was like, I can just take you down to the dealer, which was literally like, I kid you not, 3 minutes away from where I went down, and we got it towed back to the place, and he took a look at it, and he the clutch had bent. I'll insert photos here because I did take photos while he was loading it onto the trailer. And you know, he got it working again, he got it fixed, and I was like, what's the price? And he was like, no charge. I kid you not, I am one of the luckiest people in the world. The bike was fixed, I got loaded back on, and I drove like another 2.5 hours. So wish I had recorded it. I wasn't filming, or I didn't have my GoPro on at the time, but I really wish I had, because gosh, to have that video would be awesome. First day was heavy rain, second day motorcycle crash, third day I don't know what's coming next. Video? Where is it? I don't know. It was actually a really good day. I just, you know, rode a lot of hours, a lot of miles, and we're technically halfway done. One of the stops, they were giving away like 75-cent ice cream cones, and you guys know I love ice cream cones. Oh, specifically the small ones where you can eat them. Oh my gosh! I'm not coming. Jesus! But it was really good, and I met this family who takes pictures, you know, along their trips. They were talking about how they have a bunch of property and stuff, you know, up north, and we connected on Facebook, and she was like, yeah, if you want to like camp, or, you know, so that was really cool. And yeah, I'm gonna work and relax, and I don't know how the second half of the trip is gonna go. My bike is doing really well, surprisingly. It hasn't been eating up too much oil, which is surprising. Especially after the crash. The wind, the crosswind is insane, and when you're going like 60, 70 miles an hour, I mean, just listen to it. I'm not even moving up. I'm hiding behind my bike, so watch me stand up. It is day 4 of my trip, and nothing really big happened today. All I did was drive or ride, whatever. It was the longest that I've gone in one sitting since I've started. It was like 4.5 hours, which isn't a lot. But as far as like butt pain, and it was so hot. It was so hot. Like I started sweating like as soon as I took off, and you know, the winds was you know, decent, but there were a lot of trucks and semis and stuff, and so like when they pass, or when you pass, like the wind is basically just slapping you in the face, so it's really exhausting. And by like the last 10 minutes I was like, oh my gosh, just let me get there already. Yeah, so we made it to Idaho from Utah, and we are past the halfway point, which is good. It's amazing that I'm putting so many miles on the bike, because I never thought that I would be doing this ever on a bike. Alright guys, this is the end of day 5. It was a good day. I met another black biker, which is really cool. For the first time, rolling through, I was some weird town. I don't remember what it was. I hardly remember the names of the towns. But we are officially give or take 3 hours away from our destination. So I decided to kind of just like chill these last few days and spend 2 nights in a hotel. That way I don't have to get up in the morning and do my whole routine and get back on the road. I can kind of have some downtime and work a little bit, which will be really nice, because I kind of got behind because I've just been so tired. I didn't think I would be this tired, but yeah, I really am. Like packing up and loading and taking everything down and stuff is just a whole process in and of itself. And my arms are gonna look so great after this because I've been carrying my bag around, which is like 30 pounds. And I was on the 4th floor of the last hotel, so I had to carry that up and down the stairs because I was on the side that was away from the elevator. And it was either carry it down a really long hall or carry it up and down 4 flights of stairs. So I stalled going onto the interstate, but that was fun. There were a lot of, coming up here, there were a lot of, twisties and curves and that were really tight, and it gave me a chance to practice my cornering, got that down and leaning my bike, and that was fun. So, I guess it's just, seat hours and being out there, and I got my bike up to 90 miles per hour. It was just like on a straightaway because I wanted to see how fast it would go. It was 90 miles per hour. And I think I still had quite a bit of throttle left, so I'm actually not sure how fast my bike goes, considering how I'm like only 110 pounds, and my luggage was like 30. I wonder if my luggage wasn't on there and it was just me, like how fast my bike would go, because it got up to 90 and I still had throttle left. So I told the guy that I met today that he was the first black person I met on a bike since I started riding. He's like, how long have you been riding? I was like, 6 months. It's like, you've only been riding 6 months and you're already going across the country. I was like, yeah, it does sound crazy. It really does. But we're doing it. And by the time that I finish all this editing and put it all together, it's done. It'll be done. Yeah, it's crazy. I need some water. I need some rest. I need to work. And see you guys in 2 days. The move is complete, guys. We made it. We finally made it to our destination. Total of 21 sea hours, about 5-6 days, because I took the 2-day break because my butt was hurting pretty bad. It would have been a lot sooner, but we made it to our destination, and now I'm just, it's really surreal to me because I didn't think that I would. Holy crap, I made it. Well, I did think I was gonna make it, but I just didn't. I don't know, just the realization is hitting me. Before I left my last location, I got a hold of someone who I was planning on living with, and so that followed through, and I'm probably gonna be living there for like 6 months, if everything works out. If not, then I'll probably live there for a little bit and then move. But that all worked out, and yeah, it's crazy because it's crazy. It's crazy. I made it here. I made it. I did it. I practiced it, guys. It did not come easy. I practiced a lot before I took off, so it wasn't like I was newbie because I did practice a lot. It was just that that one loopy turn, but I learned my lesson and learned it early on. So now every time I come to an exit, I'm just like, yo, I'm gonna be slow, especially if there's traffic behind me. Like, fuck the traffic, I'm gonna go slow. And there's so many trees here, and it's beautiful, and I can meditate easily. Like, you can literally do anything you want to do. You just have to set your mind to it and believe that you can do it, because, you know, and not worry about failing. That's a big one. All right, guys, peace out. J out. Hold on, guys, you'll not believe how many lights are in this hotel room. We turn on the first one. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the brightest hotel room I have ever stayed in. What is this, 5? What about the closet door? What is this? 6. It's above the 6. 7. In the bathroom. 8. Look at this. It's like a ring light on the mirror. You can see it in my eyes. This is the brightest hotel room I've ever stayed in. And this one dims.